wanna go day drinking, wave, yeah. You know just what I'm thinking. Let's go.
Hello.
Did we go? Are we
Yeah,
on?
we're on.
Oh my god. I'm here.
This is
I'm
VanderSports.
Ready.
One-stop shop for reality television
and sports.
Sports.
There's so little sports in our lives right now because there's so much Love Island to watch.
Yeah, was it Mother's Day or Father's Day this past weekend?
It was Father's Day.
It was. I did not know by all the watching of Love Island.
Oh my god.
It seemed like a Mother's Day.
No, you enjoyed it way more than I did.
Did
you
I?
had to wake me up to watch.
Well, yeah, it's homework. It's a job now. Gotta watch it.
Love Island is on fire right now. We just hit episode 13.
We're caught up. Whatever episode it is.
Yeah, it's episode 13. We skipped the After Suns. And it's the summertime hit. I think that's what makes it so special is like it's everyday watching in the summertime.
That's what makes it so special.
It feels special to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's special, all right.
This is a show.
It rides the short bus.
This is a stop. This is a show that is bringing couples together. I've been watching so many TikToks of women secretly filming their husbands loving, enjoying.
This is what we're all about.
Fully invested in Love Island and the love triangles and the recouplings and the challenges and the cold sores.
And the cold sores.
So many cold sores.
That's what happens.
So much mono.
Surprise, they don't have mono. You used to say so much mono.
So much mono.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do people still get mono? I know mono was big when we were kids.
Yeah. I don't know. Isn't that like the kissing?
It's the kissing disease, yeah.
It's not a disease. It's a virus.
You, so you've had it?
No, never
I
had it.
feel like you like really downplayed it so fast. You're like, no.
No.
Yeah, and like I remember mono being this thing where like if you get it, you'd be like
home from school forever.
For 3 months.
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
From your experience.
No, I was never allowed to stay home for 3 months.
Wow, so then you just kept spreading it. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody's swapping spit and swapping partners on Love Island.
That they are.
And the challenges are like pro makeout. The challenges are
That's why I love it. It's like, it's just a challenge. It's a wild, wild world where you are allowed to, just be in blatantly promiscuous relationships. And just like, but have feelings and develop and explore and then, no, I'm just going to go make out with 5 people in front of you. It's just a wild time.
It's a wild. I wish that
Seems like fun.
This reality show had been around when I was in my early 20s instead of Rock of Love.
Okay, no, we saw what you would have been like.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, when?
Hurrdat. All right.
Oh, no.
She's walking by. To say she has to go to the bathroom and stops and sits so she can listen to the boys talk about Jeremiah's date. And then she takes off her flip-flops so she can creep a little closer.
Did she take off her flip-flops?
Yeah, so she wouldn't make a noise.
Oh,
so she wouldn't make flop, 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 flop. There's a little slide she was wearing.
Yes. Okay, well, yeah. That would absolutely
be me. So, yeah.
But also not, but no, not all of the, listen, okay, let's go from the beginning. There are some very controversial characters in the past 2 weeks that people have encountered on Love Island. When we open up, generally, Love Island, you open up with all of these singles, and then through a game, they all get paired together. And then once you're coupled up, then you guys sleep in the same bed. I'm dying. You guys sleep in the same bed.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I owe $1. $2. Okay, I understand. You sleep in the same bed. You start building a connection with that person. They're like your primary makeout partner. The guys bring the girls breakfast every morning, which that would be my thing. If you're bringing me breakfast every day, and then all of a sudden you're bringing some other bitch breakfast.
Well, hold on. How about this? Someone brings you breakfast, apparently not cooked well. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. So she's like, well, I'm going to go down and start cooking more. And then she asked another man to make her pancakes and then got mad at, and we all know we're talking about Hurrdat, I don't know, and Jeremiah, and got mad at Jeremiah because he didn't step in to finish making the pancakes after she already made. Now this, again.
You love jumping ahead.
This is a society where, look, out in the real world, no one's cooking for my baby, and no one's cooking for me. I know that.
We have a friend who once upon a time made Terrence eggs.
Not everybody, not just me, everybody.
I don't care about everybody else's stomachs. You ate those eggs after like a party or like a going out night. I've never actually gotten over it. I'd rather you starve. If she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat
all right.
at all.
So I'm just saying, in this villa, everyone's cooking for everyone. Like, who knows? I don't even know what time it is. Like, they're probably all drugged with cocaine.
Oh my God! Now you're starting rumors.
But I'm just saying, look, it's not a real place. It's not a real world.
No, it's not a real world. It's the villa. Okay, and inside of the villa, there are rules. And one of the rules, and this is what I learned in my early 20s, doing seasonal work, which is very close to the villa.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Do not fill up on appetizers before the main courses arrive. That means...
Look at this truck. She talking... Wow.
Talking
from experience. You probably got mono a bunch of times and cold sores.
Well, I had no cold sores. Right. You shut up. It was like the first wave of dudes show up, and then it's like, I don't want to be alone all summer. Like, let me just grab one really quick. Well, the hot guys don't even get here for 2 more weeks, but now you've already coupled up with freaking Ben from Ohio. So it's kind of like...
Ohio.
Ohio.
Ben's dead.
Oh, God. So this is what this couple, Jeremiah and Hurrdat, did. They had an instant attraction to each other. They were partnered up. And then shit
Jeremiah was like turning down kisses in the challenges.
Yeah, he's
like, that's like the best thing that anyone on that villa did. Make breakfast. Please get out of here. Do this hibachi breakfast. Come on. That was eggs and bacon. That wasn't hibachi. Like, let's be honest here. Like, are we real for real? So, I mean, that right there, Jeremiah doing that should have said, oh, he's done the most.
They get locked in really fast, really hard. And they're cute together, but we're still on Love Island. Like, nobody came on Love Island to get married. Like, week 1. It turns out Hood is a little territorial. And she's got this big secret that she's got a kid at home.
It's not even a secret. She told the girls in the first 3 hours.
She told the girls, and then she said, don't tell anybody. And then she's like, I need to make sure that he loves me for me before I tell him I have a kid. I'm like, well, then that's not loving you for you. As people who have 5 kids, I was like, I don't know what it's like to be a parent. Are we doing
a play-by-play of Love Island?
No, I'm just like, before we jump in on Hurrdat.
We don't need to be doing this.
Okay, listen, here it is. She's got... I'm cooking. Okay? I'm hibachi breakfasting. Okay? Hurrdat's got a kid. She's very territorial. There's always going to be new people coming in. She's laying hickeys. They hook up. She lets everybody know that they hook up because these new bombshells come in. Oh, that's right. And then after all of this,
hook
America...
Hook up means sex, everybody.
Oh, yeah. In this case, it means sex. Not like the Mormon girls where it meant, like, kissing. That's easy work here.
Or soaking.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Not that word. Oh, my God. America gets to vote on who gets coupled up next.
The new people.
Yeah. New bombshells come in. America breaks up Jeremiah and Hurrdat. 2 nights ago. Hurrdat loses her frickin' mind.
Hey, America. Good job.
Honestly, it was the best decision.
That's the only time I could say that about you guys right now.
Yeah, like, this was the best voting America's ever done. Truly. We were all united around the breakup of these two. Mm. Yes, because they deserve she deserves therapy. And Jeremiah deserves to be able to explore. And here's the thing.
She can explore.
I think she needs to explore treatment options.
Okay, whoa.
Oh my God, now that's too far. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Jeremiah gets to explore new connections, and I stand by what I just said, yeah. For sure.
You also had a vendetta against...
A vendetta? Against Bella?
Yeah, against Bella.
Yeah, I literally hate her.
And she's kicked off.
And thank God, and I really hope she doesn't come back. Like, sometimes they do bring people back, but I can't stand...
Charlie and Bella. Charlie and Bella seem like a
with comeback people's...
Oh, they're the only two people voted off. Duh.
Yeah, so they can come back. Good one. I have a thing with people's voices, and like if I hear like a voice that is like driving me crazy, I just can't like you as a person.
It's funny. I think you do. You tell a story of when we actually first met that you heard my voice and laughter across the room, and you're like, I have to stay away from that guy.
Yeah.
So she does have a thing about voices.
I do. Yeah. Stop. You're making me nervous right now.
She's not blushing. She's sunburned.
What'd you call me this morning? Larry the Lobster. I'm sunburned as heck. Yeah, and so Bella was one of the early girls. Listen, to her credit, she came in and she was like, I'm not making out with anybody. You guys can kiss me on the cheek. So seeing all the cold sores like a few episodes later, like that was good on her for sure.
And hers wasn't a cold sore. You think it was a bruise because she was a bad kisser.
She was. Oh my God, that's the other thing. It's voices and kissing.
Just from looking, she deduced.
I was like, oh no, she's got like this little like I can't. It's a teethy kiss. It's a teethy kiss.
There's been a lot of weird kisses. Like Alondria
she likes to lead with her tongue. She like every time she's like as you're going in for a kiss, like the tongue's coming out before anything else. It's a lot.
Yeah, Jalen was a swallower. Eating people.
Was it Jalen or was it Ace?
I don't know.
Somebody got their face eaten off.
Yeah, by somebody.
Yes. And Bella had a teethy kiss. It reminds me of like a little velociraptor. And so during one challenge, she was like, you know what? It's my time. I'm going to come out. And she makes out with all 4 guys in this challenge. And then the next scene with her mouth was bruised. I was like, that's a sign of bad, hard, teethy kissing, like I was saying. So I did some digging and some research, and it turns out she was bruised from that challenge. Hence, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Her voice was always very, and like her chat was always very like surface level.
Yes, yeah.
And full of like, I don't know, Gen Z language, and I was just like, I can't do this.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's it for Love Island. Like we are tonight. There's a recoupling, and we will see what happens.
What do you want to see?
I want to see.
Tell us what you guys want to see.
You know, like, I don't know if it's the guys recoupling or the girls recoupling. Like, who gets to pick? What was it last time?
Last time it was the guys choosing, and then guys chose, and then it was the America with the bombshells choosing. So who knows what this one's going to be.
So it might be a lady's choice.
Well, you have to think, who's single right now? There's Hurrdat. Mm-hmm. Ace is it with Amaya. There's another crazy one.
Amaya is wild. Oh my God.
And then, what's the other one I'm trying to think of? Taylor.
Taylor single, yeah.
So those would be that.
So there's a Love Island app.
Well, so when they broke up, Hurrdat and Jeremiah, there was some plate spinning. A lot of stuff going. You were still sleeping when we watched it this morning, but it was America saving Hurrdat from Jeremiah. All this stuff. It was kind of crazy. And then she went off. Jeremiah dropped the ball for sure.
Because he didn't comfort her after they were recoupled.
Like, I get that. Like, that was, you're in your own world.
I feel like he was probably in shock.
I think he was. I think he was in shock. I think he got shocked by Nick and Ace voting off Hurrdat. So I think he was just all over the place. And then he's like, I'm in this relationship with someone who I didn't want to coupled up with, whatever. And then he starts hearing stuff going off, like calling him as one of the girls said, stay classy.
Yeah.
As she's dropping.
Was calling him a little B like the whole time.
Well, a PAB. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, a liar, all this stuff, and then going around talking about it. And well done by producers. Oh my God, what?
What did they do?
You're gonna do this, and then you're gonna give the new couples, the bombshells, and their 3 new couplings, which I broke up couples to create these. So perfect. You knew it was gonna be drama filled. You knew it was gonna be all this. They are so freaking smart. And then bam, 5 a.m. Get those couples out of here and send them on a date on a private island. Oh my God.
Do you hear that? Like the passion in his voice for this show.
Holy crap. What a touch of... That was a piece of resistance.
My favorite thing. It's my favorite thing to look
Hurrdat
over.
wakes up. She doesn't even know who's there. She has to wake up Taylor. They're all gone because they didn't get a ding.
Yeah.
Like classic. Well done producing. Well done producing.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's what everyone was saying about that episode. They were calling it cinema.
It was. I mean, that's just.
This is why I love this freaking show. I love nothing more than looking over and I see my baby next to me, snuggled up in his blankies, kicking his feet and giggling while we watch.
It's just so ridiculous.
Or sometimes something crazy will happen and we both look at each other like, oh my, or we have to hide under the covers. It's so
embarrassing for them.
Cringe.
But so I do it for the people who, you're watching this stuff and you're not into it, but you're doing it because you love your partner.
No, yeah, not into it.
Not
totally
into it.
On me.
Some way you can get out of it is start highlighting one of the contestants. Be like, oh, they look good. Yeah, what they're doing is fine. Because your partner's not going to want to keep hearing you talk about it, and they're not going to want to watch it with you. So I've been testing this theory out a little bit.
You've been testing it out?
I have been. I'm just trying to help our listeners
Tell me how you've been testing it out.
Oh, just like mentioning this person, I'm like, man, they look really good. I really like them. Like, damn, okay.
And then what do I do?
Oh, you said, yeah, we're done watching the show. I don't need you to watch the show with me. That was quick and easy. I only said 3 things.
Well, and then here we are 2 episodes later. And you're still watching it. You woke up to watch it before I did.
Baby, I take VanderSports very seriously.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. I have we're going to bring it back. A little laughy or gassy Love Island edition.
Oh, yes! Yay! I'm
All
excited.
Right.
Okay.
Laughy or gassy? Mm-hmm. Charlie.
Charlie is so gassy right now.
Is he in Tummy Trouble City?
He's in Tummy Trouble City, and I hate it. I love Charlie, and in the polls online, only 10% of people thought that Charlie should have gone home.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And it was 500,000 people who voted.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised where America voted on that one.
Yeah.
With Hannah and Pepe, because Hannah was out there throwing her shit around.
Yes, and the last thing that everyone saw was she's in a Pepe, so okay, here you go. We'll give you that.
And Charlie was getting a little misconfused in his feet, and that's understandable in this
for sure.
And this is what that show's about.
But also, I hate we get so few Brits on the American version. Yeah. I love Charlie's voice. I love when he's the way they talk.
No, they sound dumb.
He's like, what the fuck? I love it. So I want Charlie back.
Proper chat. Let's get a proper chat.
Yeah, I love a proper chat. So I think he's gassy, but also people are really vying for him to come back. So he's also getting a little gassed up.
So he might be laughing a little bit.
Yeah.
He's laughy gassy.
He's
on some laughing gas.
He's got a bright social media future.
Oof, that's not good. All right. How about Austin?
Poor Austin, man. He's gassy as hell. He's gassy as hell.
He's stuck there. I feel like he has this gas bubble. And he has no one's ever told him to lie on his left. So he's like in so much pain.
Why are you taking the gas thing so far?
I'm just saying.
But it's true. I think that he's you know what? You're right. He's constipated for sure.
Yes.
Because
he's stuck in a triangle that isn't a triangle.
With Shelly, and it's just like, Shelly's great.
Shelly's good.
You guys have nothing in common. Like, you're trying to force this connection where it's not really there. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he's so airheaded too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about Shelly?
Shelly's laughy.
She's laughing.
Yeah. She's just like, she's got Ace eating out of her hand. She's got Austin who's in love with her. She's kind of like just in a great place. Like, she's not going home anytime soon.
That's true.
And she's not so committed that if another bombshell comes in, she can't snatch
up. Yeah. I agree.
Let me give you one.
Okay.
I'll flip the script on you.
All right.
Laffy or Gassy Taylor?
Ooh. I want to tell you straight up. He ate way too many beans out in the country on his little rodeo. The boy he didn't want to make it too farty, but he's farting.
Too farty.
Taylor, yeah. I mean, he's done like these little things to get people involved, to him and Olandria going on. I just don't see the effort coming from Taylor. So I think he's gassy. I think he likes her, but I just don't think he knows.
Yeah.
He's,
I never saw like sparks between them.
Yeah, like there's some kisses and stuff, but that's...
Yeah, but it's not like, they're not like a hot couple. Like, not looks wise, just like they're not hot for each other. Mm-hmm. Also, there was this thing where there was this leak of this text message from Taylor to his girlfriend in Oklahoma that said, I just want you to know, maybe it's not his girlfriend, but like they were talking. He was like, I just want you to know the producers from Love Island just called. Somebody dropped and they want me to come on this season. So I'm going to say yes to that. I still plan on coming back here and coming back to you, but I'm going to take this opportunity. There's always some shit with that. Always something.
Okay.
Yes.
You do you.
There's also all these like TikTok videos of people being like, my ex just walked into Love Island, or like my former roommate just walked into Love Island. Like there's funny. So much of that. That's probably why I had that dream.
What dream? Oh.
About
your ex being on Love Island? I was like, my ex
was on Love Island, but it's a nameless, faceless person. Whatever. Okay, Laffy or Gassy Bella?
Oh, I think she's laughing. I don't think she fit there. She's happy to get out.
Yeah.
She don't belong there. That's not for her.
No, she's...
She I would say she's more of a Love is Blind contestant.
Where it's all about your voice and the things that you say.
Babe, just because you hate it, I agree with you. But she doesn't want the physical thing. Like, she was like she only slept with one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like she's more of that.
I hope she's happy in whatever church she's found.
I think she's laughing it up on the islands where she's from.
Yeah, well, she lives in Oregon.
I don't think she's from there, but...
I literally need to move on.
I said two nice things about Pella. And it's still there.
You're not fully in agreement with me.
I said Nick should have picked Bella, and oh my God.
Yes, because
never going to end.
I love Sierra.
I don't even like Sierra.
She doesn't even like Sierra, and I'm like, Sierra's
Nick and Sierra are like slowly falling out of the ether.
I don't think so. You think so?
Well, they just haven't. When's the last time you've seen them do anything together?
Yeah.
The last 2 or 3 episodes, they really haven't.
I'm not like a Sierra stan, but like when it came down to those two, I was like, Sierra's like the clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think,
Yeah. Okay, what about Nick?
Nick's fine. He's honest with his friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn,
He's
mean to Jeremiah that one time. He's like, I lost respect because you didn't comfort her. Like, okay. I was like, I like Jeremiah going, oh, you're telling me I'm not exploring, you're giving me shit. Now I'm like taking time for me to process everything that happened, and now I'm getting shit for that. Like, yeah. I feel bad the most for Jeremiah right now.
I do think as a social experiment, Love Island is really cool at seeing, like, I think we've seen this in the past with guys on the show too. Like, they do get really vulnerable with each other.
They do.
Really honest with each other. They're there for each other. I really like seeing that kind of like masculine friendship that you don't always see, right? Like, we know that there's like a male loneliness epidemic, but I think maybe they just gotta like watch some more Love Island.
All together, guys.
All together, because these guys they cry over each other. You know, they're affectionate. They hug.
They're not crying over each other.
Oh, you didn't watch the last U.S. season with Rob?
But they were crying over each other or on each other?
It was Rob and Aaron. Aaron was the Brit, and Rob was like that year's fuckboy, and the girl that he left his original couple for, she got voted off. And so Rob's like, oh my God, there's so many memes of the faces he was making. He's like, no, I gotta go. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna stay around. And Aaron was
I saw this.
And Aaron was like, you can't do this. You can't. They were sobbing. Like, everyone said the best romance out of that season was Rob and Aaron. Yeah. So I really love seeing that.
That's a fun thing. But it's a nice, easy turn-off show that couples can have fun with.
Yeah. I love watching it with you.
Mm-hmm. You throw out these crazy-ass stuff. What would you do in this show? I'm like, girl, you do not want to know, because it's not a together thing. If I'm in the Love Villa, like, you love sharing what you would do. Oh, my God.
I don't know what you're even talking about right now, actually, because...
Your scenarios... that you go through, like 10 an episode?
Yeah,
you don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you hurt my feelings about it.
I don't.
You hurt my feelings. Wasn't it just this morning my feelings were hurt? I don't remember. It was last night. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah. I'm a lover girl.
She's a lover girl.
I want one man. But sometimes to find one, you've got to go through 8.
Yep, that's a clip.
True. So tonight we are
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
So when you listen to this, it's already gonna be over. So I don't know why she's doing this.
I don't know either, but I'm excited about it.
Okay.
Because then we can talk about if it goes well, because we'll do it again next month. Yeah. We're hosting our first trivia night.
Boom, boom, boom.
At Set the Bar. We love Set the Bar. It's very cute. It's all women's sports. It's like women's sports bar.
It's women's sports bar driven.
Not all women. Like
women own.
Men can come there.
Yes.
And watch women's sports.
And there was men's sports on there yesterday, or a couple of days ago when we were there. Mm-hmm. And great spot. It should be a lot of fun. Good drinks.
Yeah, it's yummy.
It's right there on Maple, Military Maple.
And a lot of their clientele want to watch like Love Island or Bachelor, and we had talked about, like that would be so fun to watch all of that stuff together. So we're packing in the reality TV and the sports trivia tonight.
Yeah, should be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be lots of fun.
We'll see. I want us to be chill. I don't know. Sometimes Terrence and I have tension between us, and it's palpable. And so this is our first time doing it, and I want it to be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the sports, I'm going to swing it over, get a little recap in College World Series here in Omaha.
Yeah.
First team just got eliminated, I think.
Who?
Murray State. They were a Cinderella story.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
They ended up a maid still. No, they got no hit. It's the first time since like 1960 Arkansas just threw a no-hitter.
What does that mean, no hit? They didn't hit one ball? Okay.
Yeah, so a no-hitter is when the pitcher throws a game. And now, I guess you can have multiple pitchers do a no-hitter, but it doesn't really count. That's like a cheap version. It's one pitcher pitches the whole game, and then the team does not get a single hit. Now, he might walk someone, so you might have a base runner. But, and there might be an error, like someone can hit it and the center fielder drops the ball. Mm-hmm. That's an error that doesn't count as a hit. So.
You're telling me all the people with the bats
did not hit.
Never hit one ball?
Now, like I said, they might have hit it and caught it. That's an out, so it's not a hit. They didn't record a hit. A single, a double, a triple.
Okay.
So the ball might have gotten hit. But,
got it.
So, very impressive. A perfect game by a pitcher means there's no errors, no walks, no hits. So 27 up, 27 down.
I've never watched a baseball game successfully all the way through.
Well, yeah, we did.
Yeah, like we went. We did.
Phillies,
yeah, and I like going, right? Mm-hmm. But how much time did I spend like going to the bar?
Actively watching.
Walking around.
Yeah.
And then when I do actively watch, you guys were like, let's leave.
No.
Yeah. But I like watching baseball games for like 15 minutes.
I think and then walk around, do your thing. Baseball's that's the best thing about the baseball game. That's why it's a romantic thing. And you just walk around and have a hot dog, peanuts in a shell.
Yeah, I like
beers.
The experience of a game.
Yeah. I think baseball's probably the best experience. Football, not that much fun. You have all these TV timeouts and it's like...
No, and it's freaking cold.
And sometimes cold or really hot. NBA is a fun experience, and hockey's just hard to follow with the puck being so small. If you're up in the
I had no idea what's happening during a hockey game. I like basketball games too because they always have like cheerleaders. They've got like mascots.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on, shooting. Yeah,
I'm a child. I need to go to the circus. Yeah, I like that. And they always are like, "Let's get ready to roll." You know, they're always telling you what to say.
Yep. And for all your sports lovers out there, it's almost over for most of you. Now, baseball, like I said, doesn't count, and you don't have to worry. You don't need to be paying attention to baseball. But you have the Thunder taking on the Pacers. They're up 3-2, best team in basketball. It's looking bad. Tyrese Halliburton got hurt, it seems like. 0 for 6 in Game 5. Terrible, but let's go Indiana. We still want them to go. Underdog, boom. And then also, by the time you hear this, we might have a Stanley Cup champion. And I'm going to say... the pettiness, this is where my pettiness comes out. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguin fan because of my dad. Worked for the Penguins as a kid. Fell in love with Mario Lemieux. Okay. I had to explain that because everything else is Philly for me, so it's weird. I'm cheering for the Florida Panthers a lot because of the Dan Le Batard show, for sure, but also because it's Florida. And Florida's swampy and warm, and they are so good at hockey. And the fact that they're going to beat the Edmonton Oilers, where like Gretzky was in the 70s and 80s, winning Stanley Cup upon Stanley Cup, the birthplace of the sport in, not Edmonton, but Canada, just makes me laugh. Like, Canadians, you're losing to a bunch of Floridians. And let me tell you, no, they're not Floridians.
They're transplants.
They're not even American, half of them. But it's just fun. It makes me laugh. And before them, Tampa Bay was really good. So the state of Florida has been owning hockey for a really long time. And that just makes me laugh.
Did you watch that video I sent you of that dad? They were asking him on the streets. They were asking dads, like, can you name your kids' friends or your kids' teachers? And this dad was like, no, not one. And then they were like, can you name the Pittsburgh Penguins? And he was like, yeah, 1992 lineup. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy.
I could do the 92 lineup right now. I could absolutely break that down. Mario Lemieux, Mark Recchi, and Rick Tocchet. And the second line was Jaromir Jagr by that time. Ron Francis. Jaromir Jagr, who else? You had Brian Trottier, was at 91. And you had Larry Murphy, Paul Coffey as your top pairing. Ulf Samuelsson, Shell Samuelsson as your another pairing. You had Tom Barrasso and Ken Reggett as your quarterbacks, as your goalies. And I'm missing a couple final. Kevin Stevens, he was on that. He was a winger. Who was the third center? Oh, Bob Airy. He was another winger. Oh, my God. I'm loving this.
What are my middle names?
You, middle name, Bridget. Starts with the...
No.
Bethany.
Wow.
You have two middle names.
Yeah.
So one starts with a B.
Yeah.
Brittany.
Good job.
Yes.
What's the other one?
Denise. Does it start with a D?
No, not at all. Not even close.
Oh,
wow.
The other one's weird. The other one's weird. Brittany,
yeah, the other one's it's weird.
It's super easy.
It's so weird. It's very uncommon.
What is it?
Nicole.
Nicole. That's weird. Middle name Nicole. Super weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else in sports world? Yeah, it's almost over. Oh, WNBA. Asia Wilson's hurt. They are the Commissioner's Cup. I think you have Minnesota are coming out of that. It's like an in-season tournament. Mm-hmm. And everyone else is eliminated. Aces don't look good. Caitlin Clark came back for the Fever, and they just beat the Liberty. She dropped 32, 8, and 9. She just came back, killing it. Angel Reese just had her first triple-double. Second youngest to do it in the W. So she's kicking ass too. That poor woman gets everything under a microscope. She got fouled. Someone pulled her hair in the game, like yanked her hair, and she turned around and like obviously pissed off. And then people are getting up in her face, and then they barely talk about her triple-double. It's crazy.
Well, I think that people know that about her, and they know that about her reputation, and so they poke her.
Yeah.
Because if you poke her, then
get her out of a game and emotional.
You can like get her emotional and like
100. Yeah.
And get people talking about that instead of how great of a player she is.
What you doing? What you on your phone for?
I've got a little something before we wrap, and there's a little crossover here. So you know how much I love the show Traitors.
Yeah.
Traitors season 4. Traitors is always a conglomeration of people from different reality shows. And then like last season they had a member of the royal family that was on it. And it's always a really great cast. And so they just announced their cast.
Okay.
And on this cast is Donna Kelsey.
Whoa.
They're putting...
The mom.
Yes.
Donna K.
The Kelsey brothers' mom in the mix with all of these like
I know Donna.
like Colton Underwood. He was the first gay bachelor.
Okay.
Although he was straight on his show, but he literally ran away. He jumped a fence to get away from the last girl, and then that's when he realized, you know what, I'm gay and I need to just like be open about it. Dorinda Medley, she was the first one out last season, and everyone was pissed. She's one of the favorite housewives. She was going to be golden. They voted her out first. There was so much uproar, including by yours truly, that they're bringing her back this season. Yeah, Yam Yam from Survivor's coming.
Love Yam Yam.
Monet Exchange from RuPaul's Drag Race is coming. Lisa Rinna, who it's lover or hater from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Candace Bassett from Potomac is coming. Who else? Johnny Weir, Olympic figure skater. He's going to be on. Tara Lipinski is going to be on.
Big crush when I was in middle school, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Tell me more.
No, I will.
Tell me more.
Tell me more about Ben from Ohio.
There's literally nothing to say, okay? Like, don't get me into my past. Rob from Love Island, who I was just talking about, who was the bromance bro with Aaron. He's coming. Wearing. He's getting out very, very soon. And Michael Rappaport.
Oh, yeah.
Who is he's an actor, but he's a huge housewife fan.
Yeah.
He's always talking about housewives. So it's going to be an awesome freaking season. Also, this season doesn't have a lot of Big Brother players or a lot of Survivor players.
That's nice.
They're the gamers, and the gamers literally ruin it every year.
I bet.
They really do, because now we're not having fun. They're doing too much.
Yeah, and that's what I still think you just need to bring some normals, right? Regular peeps.
Some normies.
You can't keep doing all the same people. It's like it gets to be another weird.
I want to say
weird clique or cult.
I think maybe season 1 was reality and normies, and there's also a UK version and an Australia version, and those are normies. Yeah, and the show stands alone, with or without reality players. It was.
We're wrapping up.
Okay, that is true though. It was normies and reality TV people, and the normies got outplayed by the reality TV people, and then that was kind of the crisis, because the normies were like, we actually need this money.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's right. That's what happened.
We talked about it.
Okay. Well, we're talking about it again.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
See you next week.
Bye.